What if I told you this house still belongs to someone, even though she hasn't stepped foot inside in years? A woman whose story is written in every dusty photo, every untouched plate, and every shattered memory scattered across the floor. I was reading this lady's daily journal, and to sum it up, it said this. She was a tiny woman of great age, a great silence. Years ago, after her death of her husband, a humble second-hand dealer who spent his life breathing life into forgotten objects, the home began to change. The laughter faded, the lights dimmed, and eventually, so did her will to stay. With no family left in the region and time catching up with her, she packed a small suitcase, left her car behind in the drive, and returned to the north to be closer to what little family she had left, and to say goodbye to the life she once lived. This video wouldn't be possible without your support. Consider becoming a channel member to enjoy exclusive perks like shoutouts and having your name featured in the credits. Check out the links in the video description box below. I noticed upon walking into this house that time hasn't been kind to what she left behind. Looters have clawed their way through some of the rooms, furniture overturned, drawers gutted, her possessions thrown across the floor like memories thrown into the wind. Yet somehow, in some corners of this house, the silence is still sacred. Rooms that remain untouched, preserved, like time hit pause and never pressed play again. I am standing in a French mansion that is abandoned, and guess what? We have so many things that are left behind inside this exquisite abandoned mansion, like abandoned baby dolls like we have right here, and pictures left behind. I'm going to show you this place from top to bottom, tell you what it's all about, and with that being said, let's get at it and explore, because all that is coming up on Ranger Rick TV. Here we go. Now this is the entryway that I'm standing in right now. Unfortunately, we do have some graffiti pieces on here, which is unfortunate, but for the rest of the spot, it is fantastic. If you could look past the graffiti and the vandalism downstairs, you can appreciate how good this place would have been. But let's take a look at this magnificent architecture I oh so greatly appreciate. Look at that. Let me zoom in a little bit. I love the wooden beams throughout. And who can forget the wooden staircase going all the way up with the stone brick walls. What kind of art pieces did they like to collect? Let's take a look and see if we can kind of figure out the story together. Now y'all are gonna have to help me out here in the comments because I can't read French. Although I grew up in a French city, I don't know how to read it. So you're gonna have to help me out in the comments. So yeah, if I'm reading something on camera that I don't understand, please fill us all in the comments and tell us what that says. You've got this little spooky wheelchair left behind. A little stuffed animal in there. So downstairs we got a couple of entrances and exits. So we could do that. We go over there. That's the front door. We don't have to do that. Or we can go left. I'm kind of wanting to go over there. This is the backyard, however. We will take a look at that in just a minute. But first, I want to bring y'all over here to the left-hand side of this place. And let's see what we got. I noticed while walking through this house, you can still feel this lady's presence in every detail. The floral wallpaper, the embroidered cushions, the carefully folded linens. These rooms are not just beautiful, they're poetic. It's still cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got back here. I think we're gonna need the light back here though. Now this is one of the first, this place had a ton of bedrooms. I'm thinking there was a lot of people that lived here in this house. But this is the first bedroom that we see downstairs. And it does not disappoint. Because you have your typical stuffed animals and toys and dolls. And I want to say that this was the little girl or boy that occupied this room. And unfortunately, we got all the side windows blocked off. I wanted to let as much natural light in as possible, but as you can tell, they got it all sealed up, boarded up. Nobody's getting in that way. Go ahead and take a look, see what we got over here in this area. It's a dang shame too, because somebody came up in here and vandalized the whole house. Broke all the pictures. And it's the same story with this one too. We got the barricaded windows. But we do have a nice pretty bed. And we got this guy right here, which that is, I think, yeah, that is the house right there. So if y'all want to know what the house looked like brand new, that's it. I just don't know what year that was. Oh, wait a minute. September 2001. Wow, that's 25 years ago. And of course, you got all these little religious things laying around too. Something makes me think they were Christians or probably Catholic. I'm gonna go with Catholic because this does look very Catholic. Now, I don't know who this is. This baby, actually these two babies right here, little girl, little boy. I don't know who they are, but maybe they were adopted. I don't know, because I think the family who owned this was white. These people look kind of black or maybe Indian, I want to say. Let's try to figure out the story together, I guess. Then we have this little letter written here. Well, somebody has the neatest handwriting I've ever seen. Goodness gracious, that's neat. That's one of the things about Europe. I noticed most Europeans, especially in France, Germany, Italy, everybody's Catholic. So yeah, you learn something new every day. Now we do have this side of the house, which I believe at maybe one point in time, it was just an extra spare room because you do have this. It's a freezer, nothing in it, thank God. But yeah, that's what we were looking at. So this had to be an extra storage room where they kept the meat and stuff. Oh, here we go. This is what I like to see. Pictures from the past. Now this is the second photo that was taken in the exact same spot by two different people. Ooh, these pictures are stuck together from condensation. Oh, they're really stuck together. If I tear this apart, it's going to tear the whole thing up. So not worth it. But that's what we're looking at right there. Got a couple of other pictures left behind. Same thing with these photos. They're all stuck together from the condensation. Now, I don't read many books or anything, but if y'all see anything that you like, please comment down in the comments. If any of these books you like to read, definitely fill us in. Tell us what it's all about. We do have another ominous baby doll that's left behind here. Let's continue off in this room. Let's see what we got. Seems like these people just picked up everything and just left and kind of scattered everything about, but I know a lot of this has to be vandalism. Quite a bit of it, actually. Well, let's go ahead and see what we got in the, what is this? Kitchen area, it looks like. We do have another bathroom. I want to say this house had about 4 bathrooms, maybe. That one's like in a corner almost, that toilet. What is over here? Yeah, this is the kitchen. Let's check it out, see what we got. So far, so good. This is amazing, I love this stuff. And look, here we go again. Now this is not the same boy. Okay, that's the same person. These two. Don't know who that is. And I think I've seen him before. I think that's probably one of the upstairs pictures that we've seen. Let's keep it moving. See what else we can find here. All right, so I'm figuring this out. That's more of a formal dining room. And this is definitely the kitchen area. Got a little kitchenette table right here. Here we go, more pictures from the past. He was like a soldier or something, a French soldier. Oh, look what I found. Somebody left their dentures behind with their glasses. That's disgusting. And I love the beautiful, big old backyard that's staring us right in front of our faces. We're going to go outside in just a minute, but bear with me because I still got to show you guys what's left on the inside. Ah, here we go. More pictures, my favorite. I can't help but not overlook these because this tells a lot of history and stories about these abandoned places. Some of the top things that you can find out about an abandoned place if you don't know too much history about it. First, look at the pictures. That would tell you a lot right there because a lot of times they'll have dates and stuff like that on the back. Calendars and newspapers. That would be like the top 3 things to look for in an abandoned place. If you don't know the history of it, it can help you out quite a bit. Let's move forward. And speaking of pictures, here we go. More pictures. Let's turn this light on, shall we? Let's start off from bottom and work our way to the top. So it looked like a mixed family. You know, because you got black kids here, got some white children here. It looked like a mixed family. They had to be adopted, I think. If I had to take a guess. There's a multiracial family living here. And look, here's another, we got another French soldier right here. It's pretty cool. Same boy we keep on seeing. He was in the upstairs. Yeah, just getting one last shot of this kitchen before we move on, y'all. This is pretty sad to look at, honestly. But that's life. People move on. People move forward. We also have like a little Nintendo 3DX XL here. So you can tell they had a little boy, maybe a little girl in the family for sure. Refrigerator looks spotless. And it stinks still. One of my favorite chandeliers inside this whole house you would think would be in the main lobby. But you would be wrong. It's here. That looks like something out of the 70s. If you really look closely, it kind of looks like I don't know, like a flower. Or maybe like a butthole. Oops. All right, now it looks like here is another dining room. This is kind of throwing me off. So they had a kitchen and 2 formal dining rooms. These people must have liked to eat a lot. Here's some more remnants of children's toys. So I think it's safe to say these people definitely had kids. Oh, and look. Super Smash Brothers for Wii U. The French edition, of course. There's nothing but trash in this room. And some peanuts. The hell? That's out of place. Here's some more remnants of children's stuff. Can I get over here? Something with dinosaurs on it. It looks like we had a little children's coloring book, perhaps, where they drew in a whole bunch of dinosaurs and stuff. Yep, that's what it looks like. There's a T-Rex. All right, let's move on to the next room. To me, this looks like a main living room area. So let's go explore it and see what's going on. And it looks like this house has been ransacked because that's wide open. And as you can tell, that's definitely wide open. Look at that. We just have that flowing in the wind like that, oh so carelessly. That's pretty cool. An Elton John record there. That's when he was like super young. That looked like the 70s or 80s when he was like really young. What is this? Sega. Whoa. Sega Master System 2. I wonder if they have that here still. Because if they do, I wonder if it still works. We could play it. No power though. And look at this. We have some Buddha statues. Looks like possibly from an Asian country, perhaps. Yeah, a little postcard. From when was this? 1988. I'm confused though because it says 59, 78, but up here it says 88. Huh.
Help us out in the comments, y'all. You know what to do. What happened to the fireplace? It's absolutely destroyed and demolished. How did that even happen in the first place? It's all stone. I know fire can't do that to stone. But anywho, oh, look at the mantle too. It kind of looks like they did some brush work on it. Pretty cool looking figurines. If that's not creepy enough for you, I don't know what is. But it looks creepy to me. A little white rocking chair like that. Does it still rock? Yes, it does. And I must say, this is one of the reasons why I love urban exploring, because you never know what you're going to find. Watch this. So we had not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 dining room sets throughout this whole house. Isn't that amazing? I'm going to call this the dining room house, because that's what we mostly have here. Looks like a French group, or maybe an Indian group, perhaps. Here's a shot of that same boy that we keep on seeing throughout the whole house. They just left all his pictures behind, just like the rest of the family.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of baby photos.
Yeah, an extreme amount. Oh, look at this china.
You see the car in the basement?
I'm getting there. Check out this china, y'all. These little teacups and stuff. This stuff has got to be worth some money. Maybe, maybe not. It's probably not even used. It's probably just there for decorations and stuff. More remnants from the past that they were Catholic, indeed Catholic. Because we got Jesus right here on the cross. What is this? I have no idea what that might have been a gun holster, who knows? They have so much stuff left behind, you don't even know what to talk about or what. Look at this. Looks like we have an old, what is that? I don't even know what that is. Looks like an old record or something. But then again, maybe it isn't. Or maybe it was, I don't know. It's kind of hard to distinguish what this was. Maybe a back of a record or something. They just cut it out. To give a shout out to these old radios too. This is magnificent. Probably something out the 40s. It's a shame that they left this place in shambles though. Here we go, check this out. We have a pair of shoes hanging on the wall for whatever reason. I don't think anybody wore these though. I think these were just here for decorations. Decoration purposes only. Well, here we are. This is what we're looking at here today. Such a beautiful place. I want to show you all the yard too, even though there's not much going on, but I'll show you the best I can. Here we are, standing in front of this place in all of its entirety. We wish we can unboard these, but it looks like somebody came here and screwed them all in. That because we want to get natural light. And I have no idea what this thing is. Look at this thing. What is that? Leave it down in the comments, tell us. We have a lot of thorn bushes here too, so we got to be somewhat careful. But as we walk up these magical steps, you can see this place is has been sitting for quite some time. And I could tell that because of all the fungus and all bacteria and stuff growing on the pavement. And look, here we have another piece that kind of looks like the same thing as the one on the opposite side. What is this thing? I have no idea. All right, so that's the only thing I want to show you outside is just the front, because the backyard is too covered in rose bushes and ivy. So we don't want to go back there and get all tore up. We could take a left or we can take a right. I want to hang another left because it looks like, to me, the most interesting stuff is in this area. But you can't help but appreciate the stonework. And it kind of almost looks like a wheel in the center. But it is not. It's all made out of wood. Everything in this house is, except the walls. All right, here we go. Let's hang our, nope, it's not gonna be that room. Too much work supplies in there. Let's go in here. Is it gonna be, oh, yes indeed. Look at this. I'm definitely calling this the pink bedroom. For obvious reasons. Yep, this is definitely called the pink room. Might even call it the pink house. Just because this bedroom looks so powerful with the hot pink blanket. Don't know who that is. We have a little doll here too. What's in here? Oh, look, they used to like cars. I noticed a lot of French people and Europeans, they love their cars. And the Italians too. They definitely liked smaller cars. Look, Smart Fortwo 1, Smart Fortwo 2. And of course, it looks like these people were definitely religious. Catholic, perhaps. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. That's Jesus right here. What is he doing with this little piece of leaf by his shoulder? I don't know. Let's leave that there. He's protecting the leaf. What do we have over here? I don't know what this was. Fill us in the comments, but I think this was from the movie Frozen, I want to say, that Disney movie. You open it, and what is ever in there? Oh, this is lip balm. Let me see. What does it smell like? Doesn't smell like anything, but I'm pretty sure that's lip balm. Let's move on, see what we got. Let's turn that light. Yeah, we're gonna keep that light on. We might need it actually, because it's starting to get a little dark in here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Now here's another bedroom that I like too. I don't know why, but to me, the French people have some of the best bedrooms I've ever seen. Like their furniture, I don't know how and why they do it, but they add the most smallest details inside that furniture woodwork. Here, let me show you. This is why I like French bedrooms, because they all have that kind of floral artwork to them, and it just makes all the pieces of furniture look so much better. I mean, they got this in American stuff too, but not as much as that, not as dramatic as the French do it. Can somebody enlighten us in the comments what this painting was all about here? We got these three guys, and it looks like they're older gentlemen drinking in a downstairs basement. I don't know what that means or what they're trying to say here, but fill us in the comments. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a piggy bank. Look, there goes the where you put the money in right here, and just slides down the hole. We do have a bathroom, but we also have this room too. The bathrooms in this house to me aren't that great, but the bedrooms is where it's at. I'm gonna go ahead and call this the bedroom mansion, because that's kind of what we have here, just a bunch of rooms with beds in them. That looks like an old school desk, perhaps. Maybe from like an old like classroom or something. I don't know, but we can only speculate. This is kind of intriguing. So it got so humid in here, looks like the wallpaper's falling off. What's up with this hole in the wall? Let's shine my camera in there, see if y'all can see anything. I don't know what's going on there, but there's a big giant hole in the wall, giggity. And that's one of the things I learned about urban exploring through my years of urban exploring. Stay away from the holes in the wall, because you never know what's inside, especially like a raccoon, a possum, a snake, any wildlife that can bite you like that, especially a raccoon. They can be vicious sometimes. And a lot of times when they're moving around in the attic, they start to sound like people moving around. Another thing about this mansion that I noticed, there's an abundance of purses left behind like crazy. Nothing but purses in here. They definitely love their cars, that's for sure. Now here's the attic. I'm not going to spend too much time up here because there's just an abundance of stuff, like a mismatch of everything. And a lot of it to me is just nothing of interest. However, I will show you the key details that I found here in the attic while exploring this place. You do have this creepy looking wheelchair. But that's not what I really wanted to show y'all. I wanted to show you this piece over here. Y'all let me know what you think of it, because I kind of found it to kind of stick out. These right here, what is up with this? Where did these even come from? They don't even say. I think these might have been piggy banks. Maybe, I don't know for sure. Could have been. And the rest of the attic is just a bunch of books and whatnot. I do see some old French records here, but not much. And more remnants from the past. You could tell they're really religious. And that too. Got the Virgin Mary right there. Jesus on the cross. And it also looks like an old school class photo from way back in the day. Here we go, we just found the basement. Let's work our way down. See what we got. Hopefully everything's okay down here. What kind of car is this though? Oh, this is a Ford Focus? What the hell? This is an American car, but what is it doing here in France? Oh yeah, this is what I thought. Look at this. It's a manual transmission. Most French cars back in the day, before I want to say before 2015, they were all pretty much standard transmissions. Don't know why, but they all were. Maybe to save gas. Let's see what else we got back here. Oh, another cross down in the basement. And that's what the front of the car kind of looks like right there. Not much now. Could probably restore it though, if you tried hard enough. And another thing I noticed about this place, you got these big blast doors down here in the basement. They're all made out of metal. Oh wow, this place just keeps going on and on. Oh, all that stuff back there is some big diesel generators and stuff. What is back there though? Let's go check. The only thing that's back here is just some, looks like some still water or something. Oh yeah, just a bunch of still water. Walking too far in here, but it looks like most of this basement done flooded already. I can't even go back there because the water's so bad. Let me see. Oh yeah. Oh, it smells so bad in here. I'm surprised there's no bats. Huh. That's weird.
I found out later that she never sold the house, never emptied it, never came back. Maybe part of her couldn't. Maybe part of her still lives here. In the air, in the light, in the silence. This is more than just an abandoned villa. It's a time capsule, a place where love, loss, and memory still breathe through decay. Thanks for watching.